Well, what's up YouTube? So here we are back at the shop this morning after a long weekend. I did put that motor in that Ford truck. I didn't film it. Well, I did, but I didn't. I did, but I didn't put it on here. I struggled a little bit putting it in, but it is what it is. We got it put in. We just got to hook up all the other stuff now. So this morning, we've got a couple different things today. For today, mainly today. Hopefully we can get them both done today, but if I do, I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. But anyway, we got I left Chris's headlights on. I drove the truck. I'll turn it off now. Anyway, we got turn the headlights off. We got this van. I got to I think it's got a bad starter on it. Not 100% sure. He said whenever he would start it, every once in a while it wouldn't start, and it kept getting worse and worse and worse. And it just like click, 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 all that stuff. And then we got a 4Runner back here that is struggling to start, and thought it was the fuel pump. And then he changed the fuel filter on it, and after he changed the filter, it seemed to be okay, but then it started doing it again. See, look, this van's gonna do this again, so I don't know how long I'll have to work on trying to start this van. So what I might do is get Chris to try to start it, and then I'll go ahead and move that 4Runner in. And yeah, I'll go ahead and move that 4Runner in. Well, we can get them both in here. What's he doing? He's pouring his stuff out of his tailgate. So anyway, this van, it calls for like 2.6 hours to change the starter on this, so I'll go with it 3 on that. The 4Runner, whenever we got to looking, he's got a couple wires that are broke. Did you hear that? He's got a couple wires that are broke. I'm gonna try something on this van. I'm gonna try to put a jump box on it and just see what it does. But anyway, we'll go ahead and pull that in and see if maybe it's those wires that are broke that are causing it to do what it does. So when you, first time you start it, it turns over, and finally fires. So I want to see if it's getting fuel pressure. I'll probably test the fuel pressure before I even move it, and that way I can see what the fuel pressure is doing, because after you start it, it's usually fine. So we'll test the fuel pressure first, and then we'll also fix those wires. But the wires look like they go to the cam sensor, so it could definitely be it. So anyway, let's get to work. All right, so we got the starter off. Let me show you what all we had to do. Obviously, you've seen the motor mount laying here. This brace is across. So anyway, you got to take, this brace runs from here all the way across, and there's a motor mount that bolts right here. You got a bolt up here, a bolt here, and a bolt here, which on the motor mount is your top bolt and your 2 bottom bolts. That plate bolts to the motor mount right here. So you have to take this plate off, then you have to take the motor mount off, and then you got a bolt right here for the starter, and then on the back of the starter you have this bolt, this bolt. This is a 13. The bolts that go into the starter are 15. This one is, I don't remember bolt. I think it's a 19. I think it's a 19. And then I can actually tell you right fast. Let me get my, yep, it's a 19 because it's on the gun. So this is a 19, and then these bolts are 16s, I think is what it is. Yeah, these are 16s. So 16 for the 2 bolts for the mount and the bolts back there, 19 for this, 16s for the motor mount bolts, 15s for this, and 13 for the starter bolt. And then the last one is just a plug here. But anyway, we took how we tested this is while I was still in the car, I read this one, which it should have 12 volts constant. So I had 12 volts to it, and then the wire that goes to this, I probed it and tested it, and when I did, it had 12 volts to it. Whenever Chris would, I left Chris in it up there, don't tell anybody, but he wasn't all the way up there, we'll say that. But on the wire that goes to it, I probed it and then had Chris turn the starter, and when he turned the starter, it would get 12 volts to it. So we got an oil change coming right there. My oil's not here yet, but it will be here shortly. It's on the way. But it got a Jeep for an oil change. But yeah, so we had 12 volts everywhere, so it turned the starter's bad. We got a starter on the way for it. All right, I'll always go over here and turn this air off anytime I'm not using the hose. So just kind of, that way the air don't, you can hear it hissing a little bit, at least a little bit around the fitting. So look at here, drink me Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. Look at this thing, y'all. I come in here, I got a jump box for that thing earlier, just to make sure it wasn't a battery, just out of curiosity, but it wasn't. Got the starter on, it's back together. It's doing good. I come over here to put the jump box in, and I seen this little car laying upside down, y'all, in here. Look what I found. There's a little Lightning McQueen. In here, we're gonna sit here and play with Hot Wheels if we run out of work today. So anyway, I got the van done. One of the bolts underneath, I sprayed it down pretty good. It acted like it didn't want to go in, so I'm gonna spray it down. I'm gonna wait a little bit, let it soak. And it wasn't in all the way, so I don't know if somebody's had that out. I don't know, it's weird. But anyway, we're going to put this thing back together. Might wipe his headlights down and clear them right fast, just to do it as a little thank you. Sometimes I will, like I got some stuff that I put on headlights that really cleans them up really good, and it doesn't take long. And like these, I'll show you. See how they're kind of faded? So we're gonna wipe these down. I might spray that stuff on them and see how it does. Just clean them up a little bit, just help them out. Realistically, these should be, you know, scuffed up and resprayed, but let me get my stuff and we'll spray on it and see how it comes. So let me clean them off right fast. We'll do that while we're waiting on that stuff to soak a little bit. All right, so on this 4Runner here, let me show you what we got. I showed you a while ago. There's Michael now. Hold on, let me talk to Michael. All right, let's get back to it here. We ate some lunch, but he's got a PCV valve broke, but I'm gonna replace that, so I'm gonna get one of those on the way. This wire right here has been chewed in two. Take that off. So, and it goes over to this connector right here. So what we're gonna do is we're going to untape some of this down in here and get it where we can pull this out some and spot these wires together, because you can't get this connector. So, but it connects right here, so it's not like it won't be able to be disconnected because it connects to the sensor down there. So let's get this thing wired up and hopefully that fixes this problem. I'm gonna go ahead and get one of these valves on the way. You can see it was all messed up anyway. It finally just gave way, but so it's been bad for a little while. We'll go ahead and order one of them, get one of them on the way. Once it's on the way, we'll fix these wires and hopefully that'll fix this thing. We'll be good to go on it. I don't know if I remember, I'll zoom in, but that's the headlights we redone or whatever. We sprayed that stuff on, so just something something for the customer. So it is what it is. To get to everything here, pretty easy. As you can see, this wire is rolled up in here and it's taped together, so it's hard to get to. So I had to get to this anyway, so I just took the intake tube off. It's just this hose, a couple little clips, this hose here, and the clamp here and clamp here. Well, there is something else on this thing he needs that we will address to him, tell him he needs it. I don't know if he'll have me do it or if he'll have somebody else do it, but his boot is cracked. Well, if this is cracked, it's gonna let in air that it shouldn't let in. So I'll probably throw some silicone in there just to help hold it a little bit for now. Let him know what's going on with it, and he can opt to get one and put one on there or not. But mainly want to see if this is going to fix his issues. You can see these wires right here now, and they go to this plug right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to slide this out of the way. We're going to untape this stuff, probably just snip these, connect them together, and then it connects. You can see the connector down in there. So connects down in there. So go ahead and get this fitted up for him. All right, so that seemed to have fixed this thing. We connect those wires together, put it back together, put the PCV valve on it, and it fired right up. So looks like it's good to go. Done called him.
He's gonna come by tomorrow and pick it up, which will work out good because we can try it again in the morning just to make sure, 100% that it's good to go. But I mean, it's sitting here for a couple hours. It's sitting here since 11 and it is almost 3. So it's sitting here for a while. So if it was gonna do it, it should have done it. But we'll try it again in the morning and make sure it starts. But he's gonna come get it tomorrow. Be good to go. We got another car coming here shortly. We got 2 more coming today. We got one that is it's got a oil temperature thing that's not working or something. So we're gonna check it out, and then got my cousin actually coming for a sensor that goes on the back, on the side of the transmission. We're gonna put it on. It should take like 10 minutes. Probably won't even charge him for it, but we'll see what happens. But we're good to go on everything so far. So see if anybody pulls in, because I ain't got nothing else going on today. So we'll hang out here for a little while, see what's going on. Push him down, push him out the door, make him sweep the floors. Why you got that?
I need the keys so I can go take Papa.
No, you can just put it in the fridge for now.
He called me and wanted me to take it to him.
Alright, well.
Hey.
He's just looking for a reason to drive. Anyway, we're gonna pull this thing out and see what else we got. So yeah, stick with us. All right, so the sensor's down in there. It's that one right there. There goes the new one, 19 millimeter. Take this off, 13 millimeter, take that off, 19 millimeter, do that. The plug has one of those special clips. But take that off, unscrew it, get it out of there. All right, so we got that thing done. Let's just look at him. He don't do nothing. That's all he does all day. Sit here, play on his phone. Don't come out there, do nothing. Don't even ask me for help. How you gonna ask me for help? He don't even ask me if I need any help. Let me press. Sits in here, does nothing. He ain't careful, we're gonna fall in that trash can. We're gonna haul him off. Alright, we're pretty much done for today. We got my cousin's supposed to stop by with his truck. I hope he's still stopping by. We'll see. He's supposed to stop by with his truck and put a sensor on his transmission, so we'll see what happens. So pretty good day today so far. We've done an oil change, done a starter, done Nick's 4Runner, got it fixed up. Worked on the black car, put that sending unit in, and then we'll put that thing on Tommy's truck. And then I ain't got nothing here to do tomorrow, so I don't know how I'm going to do a video, but figure something out. I might bring the car over here and mess with it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Chris will be here, so I can go bring it over here and mess with it and then take it on a test drive and mess with it and take it on a test drive and somebody shows up. So, but I'll say not too long we'll be having people coming in here asking for stuff all the time. So I think it's going to be good. I'm busy. I got a bunch at the house. I got a truck actually that y'all seen on the channel before that I'm actually going to load up and bring over here. Probably bring it over here next week sometime. But I did just get another phone call from a guy. I gotta go pick up a truck next week, Chris. We gotta go pick up another truck next week that we gotta bring over here and get running for a guy. He's gonna fix it up and sell it. It's a little Mazda or something, I think. That's what he said. So we got that coming next week, hopefully. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, sit here and wait on my cousin, I guess. Might go out here and clean. Might sit here and do nothing. Tommy's supposed to come. He's actually my second cousin.
I have 5 billion.
He don't even know how to count to 5, much less 5 billion.
I don't even know if that's a real number.
You don't know?
I'm just kidding.
Oh my God, this kid just said, I don't know if 5 billion's even a real number. Alright, so I'm going to turn the camera off on that one.
It ain't real if you can't count it.